So last week I saw something that I think that I've never seen before. I honestly think I've never seen it before. And I'm talking about Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith. And I knew that there was hype going into the offseason, like you heard it from just even when he was in high school. I broke down a video of him in his high school highlights. You could see the potential that he had. I remember when I watched his high school tape, I said, that's the best tape I've ever seen before in my life. That's what I said. But I didn't think that he was going to come into Ohio State week one and be the feature wide receiver. And that's exactly what happened. That game against Akron, he scores the first touchdown of the season. And it's a play where it's not like just a throw off, like they gave him like a little slant or they gave him like a little screen route or whatever. No. He had an over-the-back shoulder catch. And he had 2 touchdowns in this game. He had a one-handed long catch on the sideline. And it's like I've never seen a freshman come in and have that much production at Ohio State. This is Ohio State. Ohio State, a place that has bred the best of the best receivers. The best of the best. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith, and Jigba. This guy already has the potential to do more and have a better career than Marvin Harrison Jr. And I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know how that's possible when you just had a legendary wide receiver. Now, he's not better than Marvin Harrison Jr. now, of course, but that was his first game. That was his first game of sample size, and he's already that good. That's just shocking in so many different aspects of the conversation. It's honestly really dangerous for the rest of college football, because if this guy's this good already, remember he has to stay for 3 years barring injury. This guy could go down as one of the best college football players ever. And I know we're saying this after one throwaway game against Akron, but it's so much more than that. The trust you see in him, the ability to make some of those catches. In spring ball, they said that almost at the end of every practice, he would do something new. He would do something that they hadn't seen before. And that's what I got to go into here. Some of the best players to ever play the game have one thing in common the majority of the time. And some greats don't even have this. They have something where you sit there and say, oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. Like Lamar Jackson, like some of the behind the back, no look throws, not behind the back, but no look throws that Patrick Mahomes is able to do. The ability of a young Deion Sanders. It's like you see things that you've just never seen before. And that's what this is here. A guy this young coming right out of high school and having this much production. It's really shocking, in my opinion. And we'll see how much better it gets. They got a game against Western Michigan in a few days here. And I'm extremely excited to see how good he's able to perform against a team that's, it's still a MAC team, but they're slightly better. They competed with Wisconsin. We'll see. I'm excited also to see how does he do against Oregon? How does he do here? How does he do there? It's honestly, and it's a shocker too, because on the other side of him is Emeka Egbuka, already slotted probably first-round receiver who has had great production at Ohio State. And he looked like a shell in this game next to Jeremiah Smith. And one of them's like 22 pushing 23, I believe, and the other one's 18. It's shocking on just a number of levels, but this is going to be dangerous. This is going to be a dangerous problem, like I said. And if you're Ohio State right now, you're just living life. Right after Marvin Harrison Jr. goes, you bring in Jeremiah Smith. And nobody, it forgets like how good the core is. Like you probably have 3, maybe even 4 first-round picks within that receiving group. When you talk about Egbuka is going to be a first-round pick, I think Carnell Tate by the end of it will be a first-round pick. And then Brandon Inniss is a great player. So you're looking at, and Jeremiah Smith, for all we know, if he continues up this road, he could be one of the first wide receivers to go number 1 in the draft. That is how much hype I see just within one game. And it's shocking. It's really shocking. But I'm excited to see how he does against Western Michigan on Saturday.